You're about to see real aviation accidents caught on camera, including moments when a routine flight turns into a plane crash in seconds. This isn't here for shock value. It's here to understand what happened, what went wrong, and what those final moments can teach us. Some clips are sudden, some are hard to watch. Viewer discretion is advised. Watch closely, and tell me which incident surprised you the most. On May 17, 2015, a U.S. Marine Corps MV-22B Osprey crashed during a landing attempt at Bellows Air Force Station on Oahu, Hawaii, killing 2 Marines and injuring 20 others. Investigators said the crew encountered a severe brownout, and dust and sand ingestion led to a left engine compressor stall and power loss, with pilot performance and an improper landing zone assessment cited as contributing factors. On July 17, 2014, a Eurocopter Dolphin firefighting helicopter crashed in Gyeongdokdong, Gwangju, South Korea, killing all 5 firefighters on board and injuring 1 person on the ground. Investigators concluded the aircraft entered an unrecoverable roll and descent shortly after takeoff due to pilot control inputs and inadequate instrument monitoring. On October 27, 2018, a Leonardo AW-169 helicopter carrying Leicester City Chairman Vichai Srivadhanaprabha crashed moments after takeoff from King Power Stadium in Leicester, England, killing all 5 people on board. UK investigators found that a seized tail rotor bearing triggered a failure in the tail rotor pitch control system, leading to loss of yaw control, an uncontrollable spin, and the crash.
I was just sitting in my car, really. I was just sitting here. I tried to get in there, but I couldn't see anyone. Even the pilot was out of his seat. Just stay back, please. Yeah, sure.
On December 22, 2024, an air ambulance helicopter crashed at Muğla Training and Research Hospital in Muğla, southwestern Turkey, killing all 4 people on board. Officials said the helicopter took off in heavy fog, struck the hospital building, and fell to the ground, with poor visibility cited as a likely contributing factor, while the exact cause was investigated.
Oğlum hastaneye var. Hastane.
On May 23, 2020, an Enstrom 280FX helicopter was damaged in an accident during landing at Aranjuez Airport in Punta Arenas, Costa Rica. Reports say the pilot lost control during touchdown, resulting in a hard landing and substantial damage, with no injuries reported. On May 28, 2023, a private autogyro crashed into a home in the Sinai neighborhood of Guapiles, Pocosi, Limón, Costa Rica, shortly after taking off from Guapiles Aerodrome. The passenger suffered minor injuries, and investigators reported the engine stopped suddenly, with the investigation focusing on that sudden engine shutdown as the main factor identified so far. On December 9, 2019, a Carmen Piper PA-34 Seneca suffered a landing incident at Tobias Bolaños International Airport in Pavas, Costa Rica, with 2 pilots and 4 passengers escaping uninjured. The aircraft experienced a landing gear failure, leading to a hard landing and major damage.
Sinceramente yo no entiendo qué fue lo que hizo, mae. Lo dejó caer muy raro. Rarísimo, bro. Mae, lo dejó caer pero rarísimo. Los escuchó. Mae, le salió el tren de nariz al último, mae. Sí, pero lo clavó en el puro. O sea, no me dejó ni caer en los números, mae. Pues, ahí nos dimos cuenta que la verdad se fue.
On December 3, 2021, an Autogyro MTO Sport gyrocopter lost control during the takeoff roll at Golfito Aerodrome in Punta Arenas, Costa Rica, veered left, and struck a tree. The pilot was seriously injured, and the passenger suffered minor injuries, and the preliminary report describes a rushed departure and loss of directional control during the takeoff run.
Yeah. I can't say really because in the moment of the takeoff you went on the left. Yeah.
On December 29, 2024, a Guatemalan Air Force Bell 407 GX helicopter was reported to have crashed into the Chixoy River in Guatemala after departing the La Aurora Central Command Base. Early information suggested there may have been 2 people on board, but the exact number of occupants and the cause of the accident were not officially confirmed at the time.
Señor, el avión.
Como para ir allá, vos. Hasta allá. Ahí están los pilotos adentro. Aquí están adentro. Ahí están, pues. Si nadamos, a ver. No, se está hundiendo esa mar.
On November 19, 2024, a helicopter was involved in an accident during a flight test at the port of Posorja in Guayas, Ecuador, and the pilot, the only person on board, was injured and treated by emergency crews. At the time, officials had not released an official cause, and reports only stated that the crash happened during test maneuvers at the port. On October 5, 2022, an Italian Army AB-205 Bell 205 helicopter nearly rolled over while attempting to land on steep terrain at Murano 2000 in South Tyrol near Bolzano, Italy. Reports said strong wind gusts disrupted the landing, but the pilot recovered control and the helicopter returned to Bolzano with damage to one skid. On June 10, 2025, a Robinson R-66 made an emergency landing on the rooftop helipad of the Spazio building in Zone 15, Guatemala City, Guatemala. The landing followed a reported mechanical failure. All 3 people on board were not injured, but the helicopter was damaged.
Bueno, voy a bajar por aquí.
On July 9, 2025, a Robinson R-44 helicopter ditched into the water near Inlet, New York during a landing attempt, and all occupants survived without serious injuries. Investigators said the pilot lost control in the flare after rotor RPM decayed, leading to a hard settling into the water. On April 6, 2020, at about 14:10 Pacific Daylight Time, a Robinson R-44 Raven II was substantially damaged in an accident at Hillsboro Airport near Portland, Oregon. According to investigators, the helicopter encountered ground resonance during landing, and the pilot was unable to stop the increasing vibrations before substantial damage occurred.
El chopa está ahí.
On July 20th, 2018, a Bell 206B Jet Ranger was substantially damaged in an accident near Todd Mission, Texas, shortly after lifting off from a grass field. Investigators reported there was no mechanical failure found, and the loss of control was linked to passenger interference with the tail rotor pedals during liftoff, which triggered a rapid yaw.
Algo le pasa, no, algo le pasa. Sí, algo le pasa, se va a caer, se va a caer, se va a caer. Shit. Voy para allá, flaca. ¡Qué helicóptero! Fuck. Hey guys! Well, I can help. You okay?
We're okay.
Oh shit! Hang on.
Yes. She is. Caleb,
Yeah.
call 911. Okay, Caleb, call 911.
Oh. You okay?
Nowhere. Oh,
Hello.
how do we get I need something to stop the bleed.
Yeah.
Here's some paper towels.
Make sure.
You need something?
Well, I'm not worried about this.
A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure.
Amazing.
Caterina.
Goodbye. Hello.
Oh, bye.
Chopper. Hey, look what.
Oh, loco, mira. Algo le pasa, no, algo le pasa. Sí, algo le pasa, se va a caer. Se va a caer. Se va a caer. Shit. Voy para allá, flaca.
On March 9, 2015, two Airbus helicopters, AS-350 helicopters, collided shortly after takeoff near Villa Castelli in La Rioja province, Argentina, killing all 10 people on board. The official investigation found the helicopters were flying in close proximity for filming without adequate risk assessment or formal procedures, and the pilots failed to maintain visual separation or make an evasive maneuver after losing sight of each other.
No se meta, no se meta. Lugar, pues pasa, lugar.
On February 13, 2019, a tourist helicopter carrying 2 U.S. passengers made an emergency landing near Tupungato in the Uco Valley of Mendoza, Argentina, and ended up tipping onto its side, with all 3 people suffering only minor injuries. The pilot said there was no engine failure and that a sudden drop in wind during the approach caused a rapid loss of lift close to the ground, while the official cause was still under review.
Yeah.
On June 18, 2008, a Eurocopter AS-350B2 Écureuil tipped onto its side while landing on a mobile refueling platform at Grenchen Regional Airport in Grenchen, Switzerland, and the pilot suffered minor injuries. The Swiss investigation said control was lost during the platform landing, with contributing factors including the platform refueling procedure, limited recent training for platform landings, and time pressure after diverting due to a low fuel warning. On July 26, 2008, a Bell 206L3 Long Ranger 3 crashed shortly after takeoff in the industrial area of Westendorf in Bavaria, Germany, during a local sightseeing flight, with 7 people on board and no fatalities reported. Reports say the left skid dug in and snagged during the departure, the helicopter rolled over, and the rotor blades struck the ground, sending debris across the field.
Dawaj, come dan, Greta.
On August 8, 2010, an MD-500 helicopter crashed during an airshow at Borovaya Airfield near Minsk, Belarus, during the CIS Open Cup in helicopter sport. The pilot, 74-year-old German competitor Günther Zimmer, was killed, and the video shows a sudden loss of control at low altitude before impact.
Основная его профессия – подводная работа.